Hey everybody, this is Charles Morgan from ComicWeek, and I'm with Brianna Beebe
Hi.
at Alpha Comics in Willow Lawn, Richmond, Virginia. And we got this week's new comics. There's a lot of new titles out, some off-the-wall stuff, which is why comic books are so cool. Also some great superhero titles and number ones. So what are you reading this week?
Archie and the B-52s, because I'm a dork. And I really like the B-52s, and it's Archie, so of course I will.
Yeah, they got a couple covers of that too, which are pretty cool.
Yeah, some of them are pretty awesome.
What's your favorite B-52 song?
So it was Rock Lobster for a really long time, but then somebody sang it to me way too much. So now it's hard. Quiche Lorraine.
Oh yeah, I've always been a Channel Z guy myself.
Okay, no, that makes sense, And then another one is going to be Jimmy Olsen, which we were pointing out that this cover is absolutely fantastic because of the Superman little butterflies chilling here. Super cute.
Superman.
Superman reference.
Yeah, I'm reading, of course, Jeff Lemire, anything Black Hammer, and so this week we get the next installment of the Black Hammer title, Skull Digger and Skeleton Boy. Has two covers. One of the covers, I think, is in the Key Collector app. It's one of the picks of the week. This is sort of like the Black Hammer riff on Batman in a way, but it's darker, if you can imagine. Also, I'm going to read, I've been reading with a lot of enthusiasm, this He-Man and the Masters of the Multiverse. This issue, the 1980s He-Man cartoon He-Man makes an appearance.
Oh,
this
cool.
brings all the different types of He-Man throughout the continuity together in one multiverse.
So the He-Man universe is converging?
Yes, it's a thing that should not be, but it is really really cool in this DC title retelling. And of course, another 80s thing that I've been enjoying is the Cobra Kai Karate Kid saga. This is from IDW. This is the third issue, so you get to see more of the Johnny Lawrence version of the first Karate Kid movie, and that's definitely pretty cool.
Alright, and then my other two are going to be Superman Smashes the Klan. This is issue number 3, and it's actually a pretty interesting combination of like old and new thought, because it does have a lot of Asian influences. It has some stuff that feels kind of vaguely like manga, but it is loosely based off of one of the radio serials. So it is kind of like a cool combination of things, which is super neat to have that type of combining. And also, Wolverine number 1 is going to be out this week. So if you're a fan of a very angry man who's constantly just sour, so like Grumpy Cat but human form and with really, really terrifying metal claws, here's your friend!
Right. I'm going to be reading also Maria Lovett's fourth issue of Heartbeat. This is the American localization of the title that was already released in the European market. This has beautiful art. It's very dark, gothic, savage love story. Lots of murder and teenage angst.
There's a lot of blood.
Yeah, definitely a lot of blood. Also, this is going to be a title you might not see for very long on the comic book shelves when the stores open. This is Bang number 1. This is a Matt Kent story. Already been optioned. Apparently, they're already getting directors and actors. This is going to probably be a TV show. At least that's what the pre-release buzz is. And maybe the biggest title of the week. I don't know if it's everybody's pick, but Batman number 89. More great turns for the story and the post-King era. We get new villains, backstory with what Catwoman was up to before she decided to give her heart to the Bat, and that's coming back to bite in a big way. This is the variant cover. I think you guys have probably pulled all the regular covers for your subscribers, and a lot of people called today for it.
Yes, we've actually had to cut off orders because so much excitement over this book. I will tell you, it's already gone to second printing. Because I know a lot of people, they want that first print, but if you're just really, really trying to read that story, you're definitely going to be able to read it in some format, because it's already, before it's even released, it's already on second printing.
Batman's been doing that every now and then lately. Like last 10 or 15 issues, there have been some real hot
it's just sporadic enough that it makes it kind of rough for stores, because it dwindles down, and then it explodes again, and then dwindles down.
Right. Another cool thing coming out this month, Brianna, talking about.
Yep, it's Black History Month, so Vampirella's doing some really gorgeous covers. They're super duper pretty, which is really, really great to have that, as well as them being like really pretty, well done. And then there's also this one that kind of missed the bill, but you know, things happen.
Right. Yep. Hey Brianna, what's that noise?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's Joe with his pick of the week.
Yeah, it took me a while to find these, but I have Firefly because one, I loved the show, and it was canceled way too soon. And I've been following this since issue 1. It's been amazing. It's been a lot of fun to see more about the crew of Firefly and the world that they're in, and the backstory about the brown coats and everything with that. And it's very dramatic, and especially this one leaves on a cliffhanger. Then Ghost Spider, because Spider-Gwen is amazing. And honestly,
That cover's gorgeous.
the cover is very gorgeous, and honestly, I think Spider-Gwen might be my favorite character in the in the Marvel universe right
nice.
now. She's just a lot of fun, and kind of like I feel like what Peter Parker used to be, where he was like, I have to be a kid, but I also have to be a superhero, but she's still like just there, because there's so many Spider-Man titles. You get lost. I get lost.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for your picks this week, Joe. You can go back to where you were.
Yeah.
All right, here's this week's number ones.
All right, so Marvel Voices. This is going to be based off of the podcast that Marvel is currently doing. Then there's Deceased Unkillables. Lovely, lovely Red Hood cover. And then Hellboy's going to get another mini-series in the return of Eefy called...
Yep.
And then God Killers, so gods are dying.
Another Key Collector comic app pick for the week.
On the Stump.
Basically, since 1968, all the American presidential elections have been decided by brutal hand-to-hand combat. Such is the premise.
Presidents meet shirtless bear fighter.
It's the purge, but politics.
Okay.
And we have Army of Darkness.
Mhm.
Death Army of Darkness #1 from Dynamite. Canopus by Scout Comics.
Okay. I thought it said something else.
What
The
did you
Adventures
think?
of Byron. No, I thought it was saying canopus. Like, meaning like it was a, yeah, can of cats.
Oh. And Adventures of Byron, where you have monsters helping each other out in their everyday tasks. You know, when you're a monster, you still have to take out the garbage.
Oh, apparently. I didn't know that.
So
Poor
this is-
monsters. They
this
need to
is-
have a union.
A one-shot from Scout Comics. Of course, there are other titles. You have New Mutants this week. You have Marauders. Aquaman.
Yep,
and,
Aquaman has a new issue. There's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be coming out. So that is a A+++.
All right, guys. Well, the doors are going to open in a few hours. I'm sure Brianna and her staff look forward to seeing you if you're in the Willow Lawn, West End, Richmond area. And if you're not and you're all around the country, definitely visit your local LCS, and which is redundant, and get comic books. Support these creators. They make some great stuff. It's a good time for comics. And we'll see you next week.
Bye!